Hi, welcome to Beale Wildlife Park. It's Paul again, and I've got out the wildlife park. I've got day release, and I'm down in a wider estate right now just to tell you about an amazing conservation effort we're about to embark on. So we've teamed up with the Berkshire Mammal Group in order to help protect and monitor and research a tiny little enigmatic animal that we have in the UK that probably most of you will never see and never have seen. Which is a real shame because they're super cute. They're one of the cutest British mammals in my opinion. I'm talking about the hazel dormouse. And hazel dormouse's numbers in the UK have dramatically declined in the recent years. And that's due to many different factors. But one thing that we really do need is boxes. So boxes to both breed in and also they go into hibernation this time of year. I wish I could was a dormouse. I could quite happily hibernate all winter. But they're tucked up in little boxes or in the hedgerows right down on the floor right now. Keeping warm, and then in the summer when you get leaves on all these beautiful trees, they'll be using this as kind of like the highway, if you like, moving throughout this woodland. And we're putting up these boxes like you see behind me right now to help them and to do a bit of research as well. So along with the group we can basically track the progress of the population of these tiny little mammals within our estate. But well, I need a little bit of help to do that. So the project is actually been pretty much run by an army of volunteers that we have here at the Trust that we couldn't survive without. And well, I could ramble on all day, but I'm going to let Dave talk to you a little bit about the project and a little bit more about the work that he's been doing to help these tiny little fluffy mammals.
Hi, I'm Dave. So I'm one of the conservation volunteers here on Beale Park, and I've been involved for many years, probably 10 years or more, with various bits of conservation for our wildlife. And at the moment I'm working on the hazel dormouse. So I've cut up 52 boxes I think altogether and put them together, and we're now putting them out in the wood for the Berkshire Mammal Group. They're going to be doing the surveying because hazel dormice are an endangered species and you have to have a license to even handle them. So if you do see one in your travels, you're not allowed to touch them at all, I'm afraid. You'll find it very difficult to see them because they travel through the sort of lower canopy of the trees around here and through the hedgerows. They'll be going around looking for food. They'll be nesting in these boxes hopefully that we put up, but that might take several years before it actually happens. But when it does happen, we're obviously going to be very excited. And they will feed on mostly hazelnuts. Hence, that's why we put the boxes up in the hazel trees themselves. So as I say, they travel through the canopy in the trees, not at high level, pretty low level. So you can see these trees behind me here. They're sort of very low canopy. I have to duck to get underneath them. And the hazel dormice will actually travel through those along the branches looking for food. They'll feed on nuts and bits and pieces like that. I think they can even feed on insects, small insects. One of the things they can't feed on, strangely enough, is actually green leaf. So they have a very strange digestive system. But linking them together here, our hope is, we know for a fact that Berkshire Mammal Group have been surveying over the road in Betchley Park, and we know there is a population over there. We are separated by a railway. Hopefully they are getting over that, and we do know that there's a way they can get under at the far end of our estate. So we do hope those populations actually come together and we can see them grow.